Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the possibility of Biden exercising his veto power for the first time. Something he hasn't done so far in the administration, but it looks like it's coming. Congress has sent up a resolution. This is something that has already made it through both the House and the Senate. It made it through the Senate because of a Democratic senator being out, and Manchin, and I think the Democratic senator from Montana, crossed and voted with Republicans. What this resolution does is it overturns a rule that allows retirement investment managers to consider an ESG score when picking investments for their clients. What's an ESG score? Environmental, social, and governance. Basically, the score is supposed to reflect a company making conscious decisions when it comes to societal change and governance and the environment, as the name suggests. It means that the company is at least somewhat a responsible corporate entity. That, or they have a really good PR department. Now, it's worth noting that the rule they're overturning, that Republicans are trying to overturn, it doesn't require that an investment fund manager or whoever takes this into consideration. It just allows it. And I find that odd. Republicans are labeling this as woke capitalism, which is, that's a term. That is definitely a term there. But at its root, it's the Republican Party openly coming out against the free market, which is weird. It's becoming less weird, less odd for the Republican Party to take a stance like that. But traditionally, the Republican Party has kind of, at least in theory and at least in rhetoric, wanted the free market to do its thing. Now, one thing that should, in my opinion, play into this is whether or not companies that have high ESG scores are better investments. Do they outperform the market? And in the short term, I couldn't find anything. I found conflicting information. Some sources say that they do. Some sources say that they don't. I am certain that there is going to be, a stock person that will show up down below and let us know. But I could not tell. Now, theoretically, it would seem like companies that pay better attention to the environment, to societal change, stuff like that, might be companies that over the long term have a better grasp on the market. But again, that's the long term, and we don't know that yet. So, as far as the economic benefit, I don't know that there is any hard information on it. I'm hoping somebody will correct me on this, or at least provide it. But this is what the Republican Party is pushing up to Biden, a battle against, quote, woke capitalism. Now, Biden has indicated that he is going to override it, and that would make sense. The possibility does exist of Congress then overriding his veto. It's something they can attempt. I do not think that they have the votes to do that. It doesn't seem likely that there's going to be that many Democrats cross the aisle in either house. So if he does decide to veto it, that'll be the end of the conversation, at least for the time being. Even if Republicans do attempt to override that veto. But this shows a glimpse at where the Republican Party is headed. No longer about the free market, no longer really catering to people being able to invest their money where they want to, which is weird because it's kind of been a long-standing thing that, the individual should be able to invest their money better than the government. That's like their whole thing behind their opposition to Social Security. But I guess that has changed. So we'll wait and see what the administration does. I'm fairly certain it's going to be vetoed, and I don't believe that Congress can override it. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.